Hello, and welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. So, we have this on our hands, which is a new LR of Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks from the Android 13 movie. We kind of all predicted this is going to happen from that teaser that dropped a while ago. I didn't make a video on it because I felt like it was kind of obvious. I probably should have, but it dropped at a weird time for me, so I just wasn't able to. But we actually have them in their actual details here. They are dropping on both Global and JP at the exact same time. Remember, this is a double rate Carnival banner. So this is a Carnival LR 200% lead that is going to have their double rates. It should have also the return of Omega and the people call them like the five guys, the people from the Hachiac special, like Goku, Vegeta, all of them, right? The STR Super Saiyan Carnival Goku. It should have all three of them on the banner on JP and only two of them on Global because Global does not have Omega yet. If they did, then Omega would be on this banner as his first return. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at them here. Okay, cool. Leader skill is Super Saiyan category, key plus 3, HP attack and defense 200%. That is good. Super Saiyans has gotten a lot of buffs recently, mainly Trunks, Future Gohan, God Goku, right? We have a couple of really good, solid characters on there that you can actually make a lot of use out of. Passive skill activates the entrance animation once only and attacks effective against all types and reduces damage received by 30% for 5 turns. From the character's entry turn, when there is another 2 or more Super Saiyan or movie hero category allies on the team upon a character's entry. Again, as I just mentioned, Future Gohan, Trunks, God Goku, we have a lot of options already for the Super Saiyan team that I feel like this is really not going to be that big of a deal. Then they also get key plus 3 attack and defense 180%, an additional attack and defense 130% when attacking, plus an additional key plus 3 per int key sphere obtained. They randomly change a key sphere of a certain type to int. It's excluded, obviously. And then if there's another Super Saiyan or movie hero category ally attacking in the same turn, again, Future Gohan, Trunks. We've been over this. Launches an attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack for every 3 key spheres obtained, up to 3 additional attacks within the turn. That's an interesting effect. So essentially, they want to get 9 key spheres to be able to output their max amount of damage, which shouldn't be too hard considering they're changing orbs, and they have God Goku on their team. The only problem is what other Super Saiyan category characters are you really going to be running with this guy, and I just don't know. There's potential there for like a few characters, and I don't really know exactly what your plan is with these guys, so we're gonna have to go forward and see. I believe we do also have their links here as well. Super Saiyan Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Experienced Fighters, Prepared Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. So a very, very good link set. All right, moving on to this, which has their active skill, which is the Spirit Bomb Super Saiyan, can be activated when all allies attacking the same turn are Super Saiyan category characters starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle, or starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle. They've been doing that a lot recently. Mainly, like, Vegeta has that. I'm pretty sure there's another unit who has that as well. The effect is they massively raise attack temporarily, cause ultimate damage to an enemy, and then they get guaranteed crit for the turn. So, not bad at all. The super attack effect, the only really important part here is that you can see they get 50% attack for 3 turns on their 12 key, and 50% attack and defense for 3 turns on their 18 key, which means all those additional super attacks that they're getting, they're not needed, but they do make them do a lot of damage. If we go over to Halvard here, he's a guy that does a lot of the calculations for character stats, and he did them recently for this character. And here's what they kind of look like. Oh, this is HP calculations. Here we go. As you can kind of see here, with 40% support, they cap out on this. This is their 2nd turn, by the way, at about 1.3 million defense, which isn't bad, especially because they're still going to have damage reduction on this turn. But once the damage reduction runs out after turn 5, there's going to be 1.3 million raw defense, which is not really a lot. Like, for instance, if you're not able to end the Fusion Zamasu fight by the time their damage reduction goes away, they're going to explode. But Halvard did a very interesting thing here. By a request of Minato, to see how high their defense would be if they got defense on their 12 key, and let's just say 4 million defense is kind of crazy. So that's why they don't have that. They probably saw that would happen, and we're like, yeah, that's probably too much. So Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna be fine. 1.3 million defense makes them kind of balanced. I mean, would I have liked for them to have 4 million defense after super attacking 6 times or 5 times? Yeah, it'd have been great. It'd been super cool, super funny. Do they? No. And that's pretty much really it with them. They don't really have a whole lot to go off of, right? Like the only other thing about them is again their super attack effects, which literally just raise attack and defense and attack. So overall, I think this unit is very, very good. Remember, again, this is a Carnival LR character. So if you do not pull them on this banner, they will return whenever the Tanabata Carnival comes back. So whenever Tanabata is, right? Because for global, it's kind of hard to tell when they're going to come back. Because I don't believe... Actually, has the 5 guys Goku come back yet? I think he was actually placed on the worldwide banner for global. I'm not entirely sure about that. Correct me if I'm wrong, because global does it really, really weird. Hopefully with the sync, things start getting a little bit more consistent with the global releases. But if you're on JP, this unit will come back during Tanabata, which is in like July, August-ish, right? August, September, that kind of range. It's going to be almost like a full calendar year before this character comes back. But remember that every single time a Carnival banner drops, they basically are featured on at least 2 banners next year. So this guy's going to come back during Tanabata, and then they're going to come back during Christmas next year. So just keep that in mind. If you don't get them here, there's always next year. Plus, I feel like by then, they're probably not even going to be that good. So just keep in mind. I think this is going to be one of those characters that really is just like a ball of stats, right? And ball of stats characters tend to age kind of poorly. While I do think this character has like significant like merit here because they're going to be doing ridiculous amounts of damage, as well as being like able to kind of handle most normal attacks in the game, except for of course like post super attack Fusion Zamasu, right? I think they're fine. I think they're going to do really, really well. I think a lot of people are kind of underplaying them. When I first read their kit, I thought they were going to be kind of garbage, right? Because I was like, oh, what the hell? They have no defensive mechanics in their entire kit besides the 30% damage reduction, which is not a lot. Let's just be real. It's not a lot of damage reduction at all. So we're just going to have to like wait and see until we actually see them in game. Their stats are really, really high. Like their actual like base stats here. Just add 5,000 to all of these and you have their stats. Like they're high. They're high stat. They have really high HP. They got high attack. They got high defense. Right. So I'm kind of interested to see how these characters are going to look. I might throw like a multi at their banner, because remember, it's going to be a double rates banner with like Kais per multi, with Omega and the 5 guys on them. So I think it's interesting. Definitely let me know how you guys feel about this character. Like, I think there's a lot of potential for them to be really, really good. Their animations are also very, very good. Like, mainly, it's the intro that I really like. Let's look at this intro, because I think this is probably the best part of their kit. Like this is cool. It's so cool. I think it's sick. And then this shot is just great, right? Like they cooked with this. The problem is Vegeta's so goddamn short that you can't have them all lined up properly. It's kind of an L, but like it happens. But yeah, I think this unit is really, really cool. I might try to get them. I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel about them in the comments down below. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.